to be in this field, okay? John, please don't do as I do. Okay. So, yet Len's most far and reaching contribution to the issue of peacemaking is his work on mindfulness. He has written and trained mediators and lawyers worldwide in the importance of their being authentic and congruent personally in order to model transparency and caring to clients and to colleagues. One of our most inspirational thinkers with whom I shared the podium this morning is Nan Waller-Burnett. Nan, are you here? Nan. Well, you get a shout out and you're not even here. Okay. Her groundbreaking book, Calm in the Face of the Storm, is about peacemaking values, written by a peacemaker for peacemakers. If you haven't read it yet, go out now, not right now, wait till I finish, and then you can go. It's divided into 365 chapters, each chapter highlighting a peacemaking value and how we can better understand that value, apply it to our work, and reflect and meditate about it privately. Thinking about these values in creating your mediator's signature, one of the things that you can start doing today is decide which core value best exemplifies your place in peacemaking. And I'm your chair. I have given you a head start. A little start on your journey, and this is between you and you, for you to write down what is the core value that propels you. What is your best personal value, attribute that you use at the table? And how can you start integrating peacemaking in your work, whatever it might be, before the first of the year? Now, let's look at the second question. How can you use peacemaking to help your clients improve their relationships and prevent conflict? There is a book written by a founder of this organization, Daniel Bowling. And Daniel and his co-author, David Hoffman of Boston, have written a book that talks about the synergy between our personal presence, much like what Tim was saying, talking to the heart, one-on-one, how we impact people, as well as how we are impacted. We are never the same after going through mediation training, and certainly not after spending a career in this field. So, what do we do to improve our work starting Monday? One of the things that we can think about is that we are teachers at heart. And I think we need to be dedicated to teach our clients how to think about unclenching their fists. Because no one is born to be a client. It's not a chromosomal or DNA property. We have to teach them how to be the very, very best that they can. And we teach through all kinds of ways, overtly, and we teach through role modeling, and I'm going to suggest that talking is overrated. That we give ourselves a little too much credit in the room for changing people's hearts and minds. It takes time to marinate and stew and think about change. It's not an easy thing to do. So I'm going to suggest that we provide educational resources and different types of design that will help people learn how to be clients and facilitate their agreements themselves and with us, and that we make a commitment to carve out the time and space to make this unclenching process work. Let me just ask, how many of you have a client library or a client learning center in your place of work? Gosh, enough but many. Let's keep your hands up, please. If you know any of the people who have these learning centers, spend time with them at the reception. I could not practice without a client library. It is a client classroom in my office. It gives parties, lawyers, therapists, the resources to help them do a better job at communicating and negotiating and getting past their problems. This space can also serve as a breakout area for caucuses, a second waiting room when there are various tensions, when people can't sit together in the same room. But most importantly, it says your agency, your office is a client-centered office. There is a place for them to do their work, to learn how to do the best that they can be. As process designers, I'm going to ask, do you have preliminary planning sessions with parties so you can coach them before they ever even come into the room? I was trained, you don't do that. You just go into a room with two disputants and hopefully you'll make peace as quickly as possible. I found many people didn't follow those, didn't get the memo, didn't follow those instructions. So I, over the years, have made it, even in court mediations and in recreational park mediations and very short-term mediations, time to meet with each party and start with what Professor Stephen Goldberg, in his groundbreaking essays of what makes a successful mediator, says that we need to do. What is it? Trust and rapport. Whatever our role, we need to be able to do those. Now, many people are making their first call to us today, not just having their lawyers be the consumers. But as much as they want us, many people, due to fear and a lack of capacity, need a good professional to help them. And I have found that suggesting the